Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Athletics and the Milwaukee Brewers. Biggest storyline coming into this one is how effective this team's starting rotation has been of late. They've been on an absolute tear, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, they've been lights out. It's almost like each starter's trying to outdo the last. Game after game, they're keeping opposing hitters just guessing up there at the dish. Can't wait to see if that momentum carries over to today.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about set to go. And today's starter, Chris Alessio.
It's a tough veteran lineup on the other side, but I'm excited to see what this rookie can do in this one.
All right, ready to get underway. Now a chance for Emil Rivera. That one finds the zone, and that's how this game gets started. And it's even up. Alessio was a workhorse the last time out, throwing a complete game.
Yeah, not a lot of pitchers racking up complete games nowadays, so that last start of his really stands out for me. When you can eat innings like that, you take a big weight off your bullpen, and that's very valuable.
And that just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Here's a high chopper. Ramirez on to first. 1 out in the top of the first. And time now to check out the A's lineup. And a big factor for them in recent games, William Banks.
And Boog, he's a fun at bat to watch. I mean, definitely a threat whenever he's got that bat in his hands. But for me, it's all about the mechanics. They're so sound. And when he gets his foot down on time and starts his swing, so much consistency, that bat stays in the zone for a long time, and he squares up the baseball a lot.
William Banks in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Fastball for a strike. 1 out, bases empty. This one smoked, could be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. And that's a 2-bagger.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
Here's the second baseman, DeAndre McDaniel. And the first offering is not close.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Gets the call, and the count 1-1.
Oh, and you can throw that big curve on the inside part of the plate. Very difficult pitch for the hitter to get on plane with. You can have a lot of success if you can pitch in that location.
And that is out of play. And down on strikes. Now 2 away.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Turnwall now at the plate. Hit on the ground to the right side. And that's just foul. Fouled off. He was late. Just missing there. And the count 1-2.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well. So much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
And that is downstairs. The count now 2-2. That one way inside. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
Gerald Kazarian, the next to hit, leading the AL in batting average. Missed with a changeup, and that's ball one. Kazarian turning some heads with this recent stretch of impressive play.
Lots of rookies can have a hot streak, but once the league gets a book on you, starts attacking you differently, things can shift in a hurry. I'm interested to see how he handles those adjustments.
Kicks and fires.
Nope, that's high.
And another ball.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with a middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
And that'll load the bases.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boog. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
Scotty Rockwell up next for the A's. One of the stars in the win yesterday, as he had 3 hits. In there at the knees, and it's 0-1. Bases loaded, 2 down. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Base hit, 1 run is in. Runner holds up at third. Base is still loaded. 2 away as 1 comes across.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
2 outs. Bases full. Santiago getting ready to hit. Hitless in 4 at bats yesterday. Ball 1, no strikes. Turnwall on third. Kazarian at second. Rockwell on at first with 2 down. Trying to get him to chase on the changeup that time.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count. Bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
Next offering upstairs.
Boog, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Ball 4, and a run comes in to score.
He's really gotten himself into a mess out there and now forces home a run with the walk. This inning's definitely getting away from him.
So bases all loaded up. Lawson will hit next. Just missed. Two outs. Can't find it here. That's 6 straight balls. And that misses as well. Ball four, and a run comes in to score.
You get a walk, and you get a walk. Everyone gets a walk, Boog.
Killian Benitez now at the plate. And that's in for a strike.
Big moment in this game. 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position, and could really break this thing wide open early.
And that one moves his feet.
Seems like it can be really hard at times for pitchers to throw the ball right down the middle. They're so used to working on the edges, but then you have a guy up like this. He can't hurt you. Just throw it down the middle.
Bases loaded, 2 down. Next pitch is inside, and it's 3-2.
Well, it stinks to be down by, these runs early in this ball game like this, but you've got 2 outs. You've got to close the door because you still have a chance with how much time is left in this one.
And he asks for time now. Chance to take a breath with the bases loaded. Gets a piece and stays alive. Ball 4, he's walked in a run.
Gosh, another walk in this one. Man, he is having some real issues with control.
Next to hit, Emil Rivera. 0 for 1 so far. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Fastball for a strike.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Out towards right center field. Tracks it down for the out. And that'll do it. So they move out in front after a 4-run outburst. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Athletics 4 and the Brewers coming to bat. And we're back. And starting in this one, Killian Benitez. How about a report on him, Chris?
There's always a bit of a learning curve for rookie pitchers. You've got to get familiar with these big league hitters, and it's more of a chess match. But I think this kid's got good stuff and the potential to be great.
Up now for Milwaukee, Ivan Saucedo.
The shortstop, Ivan Saucedo.
Foul ball there. Benitez, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
And that's in the dirt. How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to have a laser-like focus, slow everything down, stay right in that moment, pitch-to-pitch execution, and focusing on that catcher's mitt.
That's a tough one to swallow right there if you're on the mound. You're ahead in the count 0-2, and you just couldn't find a way to put him away. It's going to be frustrating if that one comes back to bite him.
Garrett Hirsch, the next to hit, takes outside. Runner at first with no outs here. Next offering is fouled back.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first. It's going to be tough to get two with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Popped up to the left into foul ground. Santiago makes the catch, and there's one gone. Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. And singing against the southpaw on the mound, the Skippers loaded this lineup with righty bats.
Certainly following the conventional wisdom here, Boo. That extra split second can make a big difference for a hitter. So these righty batters will need to take advantage and make this tactical move pay off.
So up next, Robbie McNeil. Good power, not great in the OBP department. And that's in for a strike. Out there to center. And it falls. And they'll have runners at the corners after a one-out single.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Sliced hard but foul.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. And there's a foul ball. In the dirt. To second, but way too late. Safe there.
Well, that could end up being pretty costly right there. They had the double play set up as a way to get out of the inning, but instead it becomes a big strikeout situation with two in scoring position.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's out number two.
Well, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. You know, right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track.
Over to first, and that is that. Brewers strand a couple. They trail it here 4-0. Back here at American Family Field. Second inning set to go. Now it's the shortstop, William Banks. Alessio back to work. There's a strike. That one ripped right center field. That's down. One hops off the wall. He's in with a double, and that's his second double of the night.
He was all over that one. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Next up for the A's, DeAndre McDaniel. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. In there at the knees. This one in the air right field, McGaffick. And he makes the catch. Runner tags at second, and it comes in too late. He's up to third on the fly out with one away. Tommy Turnwall digs in now. He walked and came around to score his first time up. Out towards left center. Bradshaw sizing this one up. Nabs it. Runner tagging from third. The throw's offline. He's saved. And the lead is up to 5.
In that situation, you're looking to get something up in the zone that you can put in the air. Worst case scenario, a sacrifice fly to drive in that runner from third.
Gerald Kazarian, the next to hit. Walked his first time. And that one misses up and in. And it's 1-0.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
There's the strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Outside. And the count is 2-2. 2 outs, base is empty. And they'll do it again. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
We don't see this a whole lot anymore where hitters with 2 strikes are willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that hole, I believe. Very good at bat with 2 strikes.
Checks over to first. Back safely. And here is Scotty Rockwell. Gets the outside corner with that one. Kazarian off of first with 2 away. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
No ball, 2 straight.
Time asked for at the plate, and he gets it. Ring him up, says Clyde Washington. That's a strikeout. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the A's 5 and the Brewers nothing. Bottom half of inning number 2. Up now for Milwaukee, Doyle Ramirez. Ramirez with some struggles at the plate recently, not uncommon for rookies.
You know, Boog, at the start of my career, I got only 3 hits in my first month, but I kept at it, and I finished the year hitting 300. I know he's going through it a bit right now, but he's capable of figuring it out.
Benitez ready to fire now. Tap foul at the plate. And that one is in the dirt. Now 1-2.
He's mixing his pitches really well, late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
And now Robert McGaffick. First pitch misses.
No strike.
One down, base is empty. Laser could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's in with a stand-up double.
All over that one right there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
One out, runner at second. Weber getting ready to hit. There's a strike. Man at second. Edge of the zone, called a strike. 0-2. Clyde Washington with home plate duties in this one.
A little bit of a low zone boot from Clyde. Nothing crazy, though. Pitchers that work consistently down around the knees and are able to command their off-speed stuff tend to have some pretty good success with him back there behind the plate.
Runner at second here, one gone. And that misses. Now 1-2.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire. And out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
And now it's 1-2. Broken bat, and it's popped up. Lawson hauls it in, 2 away.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Chris Alessio.
Chris Alessio will hit next. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. The throw in, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Well, it's pretty difficult to throw a base runner out at the plate with 2 outs on a base hit to the outfield, but an excellent job of coming up with it, getting rid of it quickly, and throwing on the money. That is great technique from start to finish. Nice job to end the inning.
Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. This one high in the air to left center. Bradshaw on the move, hauls it in, and there's one away.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Nicholas Lawson. That's a strike. 0-1.
I think this is an important inning on the mound for him in this game. He's got to find a way to settle things down and give some length in this start.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
Well, that high four-seam fastball has become such a staple as a strikeout pitch over the years. And what's so tough as a hitter is that you see it extremely well. The problem is the velocity and spin rate just happens to jump by you. You expand your zone, you don't stay tall on the backside, and you're really not even able to make contact. If you do, many times it's a pop-up.
And that's downstairs. And it's 2-0.
Pitcher at the plate, obviously no fear in trying to attack this guy. He's just having problems finding the zone.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. And it drops in. So now back to the top of the order. So that's hit number 1 of his major league career. Not sure how many more of those he'll get, but it's still cool for him for sure.
Yeah, pitcher or not, that first career hit is one of the most special you'll ever get. Every person that's played this game at one point swung the bat. I think he'll have the ball front and center on his trophy case for a long time.
Back to the top of the lineup. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Emil Rivera. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Rivera, in his rookie season, 28 years old. And he was born in Puerto Rico. Benitez off of first with 2 away.
Ball 2.
And that's a pitch early in this game. He needs called for a strike. Struggling with command issues. He's got to get a little help from the umpire.
And another ball. That pitch gets the inside corner, and it's 3-1. That's towards center. Hirsch makes the play, and that'll do it. The A's strand 1, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Back here in Milwaukee, bottom of the inning. Here's the leadoff man for the Brewers, Ivan Saucedo. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Rivera sizes this one up, makes the catch for the out. 1 down.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
Here's the center fielder, Garrett Hirsch. 0 for 1 as he popped out foul to third his first time up. Swing and a foul, pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. One down, base is empty. Rolled over to third. Throws to first. 2 away.
Now batting, the second baseman, Robbie.
And the batter now, Robbie McNeil. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And first offering is fouled off. And that drops in for a strike. Got him looking. That K is his third of the game. Gone in order are the Brewers. It's 5-0. On to the fourth. Now the number 2 hitter, William Banks. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
You know, these Athletics showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. Not only have they already put up a bunch of runs on the board, but they've also made the starter work really hard out there.
Inside, going to count 1 and 2.
Like I said, his pitch count is high, so I got to expect they'll be turning to their bullpen sooner than they had hoped.
Out into left center for a line drive base hit.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
And here comes the Brewers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Chris Alessio done for the night. Walk's a big problem for him today as he leaves on the hook for the loss. Back after a quick break with a new pitcher. Here comes the new arm for the Brewers, Heath Palmer.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
So digging in, DeAndre McDaniel. 0 for 2 in this one. Swings and blasts one deep to left center, and no one can get there. Lead runner around second, coming home. He'll score easily.
Well done, drives in the run. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
So a man aboard. Next up for the A's, Tommy Turnwall. Ripped on a line. Hirsch makes the play. Runner tags at second, and he makes it up to third with 1 away.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Here's the left fielder, Gerald Kazarian. A walk, and he's also singled. First offering misses badly for ball 1. On the ground to the left, Ramirez. There for the out. Runner scores from third. Two down, base is empty. And now the right fielder, Scotty Rockwell. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. And that's outside. And that is ball 1.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
And that one is downstairs, and it's 3-0. Two down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. That one finds the zone. 3-1. That one fouled off. Two down, nobody on. To the right side, McNeil handles, throws to first. That's out number 3. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left on. We're midway in the 4th. It's the A's 7 and the Brewers nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Chambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Chad Riley. Fastball for a strike.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
Check swing, and he went. That's strike two.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Yeah. And he takes it himself for the out.
Now batting, left fielder, Antoine Bradshaw.
And now Antoine Bradshaw. That one missed. Hard hit, right side. And a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, third baseman, Doyle Ramirez.
2 outs, base is empty. Doyle Ramirez up now for the Brewers. His first at bat was a strikeout. In there, and it's 0-1. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Brewers go down quietly. They continue to trail 7-0. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling. Palmer back to work. In the air, right side. He makes the grab, and there's one away.
Woo, he was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Nicholas Lawson up next for the A's. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Movement in Milwaukee's bullpen. Ellis Mendez getting ready to go. That misses the zone, and it's a ball and a strike. Liner, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
The pitcher, number 17,
Killian Benitez now at the plate. Corner infielders up on the grass expecting a bunt. That one finds the zone. Strike one. Squirts away a little bit.
One and two.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
To first, might be two. Goes to second for one, and it's a double play to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Last half of the fifth coming up. It's the A's 7 and the Brewers nothing. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands.
Well, these Brewers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
A little bit low. And now it's even 1-1. And a swing and a miss there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next
Ball.
offering upstairs.
2-2.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Two on the way. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Pretty well struck. Ranging back. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed.
Glenn Weber up now for the Brewers. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller. Good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. 2 down.
Now batting, the pitcher.
The Brewers going with a pinch hitter, Johnny Jackson, trying to get something going for him with 2 away. That one misses. 1-0. The Brewers with a lot of ground to make up. Last half of inning number 5. That's in there. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hard hit, left field, base hit. And they have their first hit since the 2nd inning. Not in time. He's safe.
So much of good hitting is finding holes in the defense. That's why you're always thinking line drive into the gap. Those kinds of swings really boost your confidence.
So the batting order turns over. And stepping in is the speedy Ivan Saucedo. High fly ball out towards left center. Rivera sizing this one up and makes the grab. And that is that. Milwaukee leaves 1. Not going their way. It's 7-0. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Ellis Mendez.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
So the lineup flips over, and now the center fielder, Emil Rivera, 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. Mendez, a 6'2 righty. He features a 4-seam fastball, a curve, a changeup, and he works in a slider. Just missed. Activity in the bullpen for the Brewers. Lorenzo Cisneros getting loose out there. Schroer, a left-hander, also throwing. Swings through that one for strike 2.
So far, all we've seen in this at bat are fastballs. Look for him to slow it down right here ahead in the count.
That's too low. And that's ball 2. Cut out and missed. Curveball struck him out.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Banks in now. Takes ball one off the plate.
1 ball, no strike.
Two balls, no strikes to count. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Now batting, the second baseman.
Next up for the A's, DeAndre McDaniel. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one.
No ball, 1 strike.
Pickoff move to first.
No, he's in there.
Banks back on a dive. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
You tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
Time called. Chance to collect himself down 0-2. The 0-2.
1 ball.
In the dirt, blocked. Safe at second. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Really good read by the runner there. His secondary lead, he anticipates the trajectory going down and gets a really nice jump up to second base. Now he's in scoring position, and he's taking away the double play opportunity.
Ball.
In the dirt. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Catcher has it, fires to first. Safe! He beats it out and reaches on the strikeout.
Well, you don't see it very often, but every once in a while, a guy strikes out and still somehow ends up safe on first. And when it happens, you kind of scratch your head, but I guess sometimes a pitch is so nasty it makes everyone miss. Now they're going to have to get more than 3 outs in this inning.
2 on with 1 out. Tommy Turnwall up next for the A's. And a foul ball. The A's looking to add another. Next pitch way upstairs. Mendez. He's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit. Strike 2.
As a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
And that skips in the dirt. Line drive. They got it for out number 2.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Gerald Kazarian up next for the A's. They say you win.
0-1.
Runners on first and third, 2 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Fastball is outside. That one hit to right. McGaffick sizes this one up, and that is that. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 are left. 2, 3, 4 due up in the home half of the sixth. It's the A's 7 and the Brewers nothing. And we're back. Bottom of the sixth inning. Leading off, Garrett Hirsch. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
And a base hit right there. And now 2 aboard.
One of the first real jams of the game for him, Boog. Back-to-back singles to start the inning, and he's had a real solid outing, but he needs to lock this situation down if he wants it to stay that way.
Now the Brewers cleanup hitter, Chad Riley. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. 1 run across McNeil. Around third, he'll score. 2 runs are in.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count. And you can feel this crowd waking up a bit here as the guys are starting to make some noise with their bats.
Next for the Brewers, Antoine Bradshaw. He's grounded out a couple of times. Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. He's got it. Runner tags at second. And it comes in too late. He's up to third on the fly out with 1 away.
Now batting, third baseman.
Now the third baseman, Doyle Ramirez, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And ball 1.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
2 balls, no strike.
Riley stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. That one is absolutely belted. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
One out. Runner at second. McGaffick, the next to hit. Foul ball. Pulls that one foul.
I'm so glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
And down on strikes he goes. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Just locked him up right there for the second out, and that's an at-bat he's probably going to be thinking about for a little while. Didn't pull the trigger. Not how you want to go down in an RBI spot, so now you got to hope your teammate behind you can pick you up.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's back. Makes the catch on the edge of the track. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We're through 6 full. It's the A's 7 and the Brewers 3. And now a meeting near home plate, so it looks like we're going to have a double switch here. Luther Schroer on to pitch now, and he'll slide into the 7th spot in the lineup on the double switch. Keaton Ross, he'll move into the 9th spot in the lineup.
Now playing right and batting 9.
Now it's the right fielder, Scotty Rockwell. Chance to collect himself now as he asks for time. Back now, top 7, and they'll go with a pinch hitter to lead it off. Mackenzie Lucas. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
1 strike.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
0-2.
Now he steps out as time is granted. That misses the zone, and it's 1-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Got him. 1 out. Next up for the A's, Cesar Santiago. Not even close there. Ball 1. One down, base is empty. Fastball for a strike at 95. And now 2-2. Swing and a miss and a changeup in the dirt. Gets the out, 2 down after the strikeout.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Nicholas Lawson up next for the A's. Time asked for at the plate. Maybe an attempt to break up the rhythm that he's got going on the mound right now. Looks like a pinch hitter for the A's. Jay Plaza looking for a 2-out spark with the bases empty. That clips the inside corner for a strike. Two down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a miss.
Ooh, nasty changeup right there. Down. Just had him out in front.
Not close with that one. And the count 1-2. struck him out swinging. And he strikes out the side of the 7th.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. There's a strike.
Well, sometimes as a left-handed hitter, you know you're going to see at least 1 or 2 breaking balls in the at-bat, so why not go up there ready to hit that first one? Just couldn't barrel that one up.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that is foul. Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Well, you can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing up there most of the time.
On the inside corner for called strike 3.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. It's hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
Saucedo, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Next pitch off the plate, and the count is 1-1. Just missed.
That's the ball. 2-1.
And there's the ball.
1 strike.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. That one hammered center field. That's back. On the warning track and hauls it in.
Now batting, the center fielder, Garrett Hirsch.
2 down, base is empty. Here's the center fielder, Garrett Hirsch. 1 for 3. Strike 1. Next offering upstairs.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And that's in the dirt. Two balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs. Up the middle, Banks to first, and that is the inning. Nobody left for Milwaukee. Deficit remains at 4. It's 7-3. Ready to begin the 8th, and now Killian Benitez. Schroer back to work. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Well, a good first pitch changeup there. In order to be effective, you've got to really sell it. Good arm speed, and it's got to be down in the zone.
And that is cut on and missed. And that's strike 2. Behind 0-2, he steps out for time. Pinch hitter coming on, Chance Fernandez.
Pretty surprised they're going with the pitcher off the bench here, Boog. I mean, they must be trying to save what they have left in terms of position players for later or something.
Started after it, appeal to first. And yes, he offered at him. Now, Emil Rivera, 0 for 4, a couple of flyouts. He's also grounded out and struck out. Out to center, Hirsch. Squeezes it, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, shortstop.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the shortstop, William Banks. There's a strike.
With 2 out and nobody on, you want to go right after this guy. He's the number 2 hitter, which means if he gets on, you've got some thunder coming up behind him.
Fastball is outside. Hit in the air out to center field. Hirsch sizing this one up, makes the grab, and that's the inning. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Derek Hudson. He's pitching on 2 days rest. Robbie McNeil digs in now. The Brewers in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at bat out of him right here.
In for a strike, 0-1. Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Riley in the box here lets that one go for a ball.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. The 1-1.
Ball 2.
In the dirt. McNeil gets his lead at first with nobody out. That misses, and that's ball 3. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone, and a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
Bradshaw in the box now. No balls and a strike.
1 strike.
Man at first, 1 away. In the air, right field. And that's a foul ball.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Here's the third baseman, Doyle Ramirez. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. The A's leading by 4 here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that's down and away.
1-1.
Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's out to center field. Rivera on his way over. Drops into the glove. That is the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. 9th inning coming up. It's the A's 7 and the Brewers 3. A discussion happening at home plate now, and I think they're making a double switch. Lorenzo Cisneros out of the bullpen now, and he'll go into the 6th spot in the lineup following the double switch. Adam Cruz, he'll hit in the 7 hole in the lineup.
Now playing third base and batting 7th.
Digging in, DeAndre McDaniel. Cisneros, 29 years old, and he was born in Cuba. And a fastball misses outside for a ball. And that's ball 1. And that drops in for a strike. Check swing, called strike. One, 2 now. Breaks his bat and pops it up. Slings to first, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th.
Well, as a hitter, it can be kind of tough. You get a hard-throwing reliever that comes in the ball game. You don't know exactly what his pitches are doing, and that clearly blew him up on the hands, sawed off that bat. Tell you what, the bat companies, they're pretty happy when guys like this come in out of the bullpen.
Now it's going to be Tommy Turnwall. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Swing and a foul out of play. Base is empty, 1 away here at the top of the 9th. Cracks his bat and pops him up. Cruz makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
The left fielder, number 25, Gerald
2 down, base is empty. Now the left fielder, Gerald Kazarian.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
The right fielder, number 13.
So up next, Mackenzie Lucas. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, 9, 2 up in inning number 9. It's the A's 7 and the Brewers 3. Back here at American Family Field, all set for the bottom of the 9th. Up now for Milwaukee, Adam Cruz. Now a drag bunt, third base side, and foul ball. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Kazarian coming on. He's there. He's got it. And there's 1 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
And first offering is fouled off. And that skips in the dirt. In the air, right field, Lucas on the move. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. 2 down.
Number 32, defense.
So last chance for the Brewers. Next for Milwaukee, Keaton Ross. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. That one ripped, but foul. So how much does his speed factor into his ability to go get it?
It's heartbreaking for the hitter because off the bat, he thinks this ball's going to get down. Because of that speed and the ability to make up so much ground, he enters the picture and breaks a guy's heart. There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
And a foul ball. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid.
That's a nice at bat and a great take on 3-2. Probably could have gone either way in that spot around the knees.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
And that one clips the corner. Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. Up the middle, and a base hit right there. Cut off, throw to second, but he's in there easily.
Didn't exactly square that one up, but sometimes you don't have to. Just a simple soft liner into center field for the knock right there. Maybe a little bit fooled by the pitch, but he did a good job of staying through it, and that allowed him to fight it off and just get enough behind it.
Hirsch stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Ross at third. Saucedo at second with 2 gone.
One and one.
2 on, 2 outs. That one missed. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. One strike away. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Here's a 2-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Got him. And that is the ball game.
It's always nice to grab the opener of a series. You come into a new ballpark and just sometimes things aren't as comfortable as what you've been used to. The mound doesn't look straight. The background isn't what you like, but they didn't let any of those things distract them. In fact, they looked like they were playing a home game. Excellent job to set the tone for this series.
7-3 is how this one ends. The A's are victorious. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon. And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Athletics and the Milwaukee Brewers. Big storyline of this one is the recent struggles of today's starter. Just hasn't seemed to be able to find his rhythm.
Yeah, Boog, just look at these stats. We've seen his frustration building every time he leaves one up in the zone. Can't overthink it. Needs to just trust his instincts and let it fly out there.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. So almost ready to get underway and getting to start. Buster Kershaw. What do you look for here?
Well, the key for him usually centers around his ability to command all four of his pitches. I mean, he can get by with three if one isn't working, but it becomes a little tougher to keep hitters guessing, especially when you start to get through the second and third time through the order. So we'll see how he incorporates all of his stuff into this one.
Now here is Emil Rivera. And that's in for a strike. And this one is off and running. On the ground to third. Tosses to first. And the first out of the game is an easy one. And time now to check out the A's lineup. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
Well, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
And here is Lewis Winter. Kershaw, with a stellar run lately on the mound, really carving up lineups. Swing and a miss, strike one.
Some pitchers can go out there and rip off a month or two of incredible starts. And right now, it looks like he's in one of those grooves. Really fun to watch.
This one in the air. Makes the catch. And there are 2 outs.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
DeAndre McDaniel up next for the A's. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Swings through that one. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup.
And he's got it in right field for the third out, so that'll do it. End of a half inning of play, no score. Back here with my pal Singy. Today's starting pitcher, Andreas Guzman.
4-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
Kicks and deals. That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. Now the number 2 hitter, Garrett Hirsch. Fought off foul. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Next offering is down low.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one misses. It's 2-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and now 1 away. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Robbie McNeil up now for the Brewers. 3 hits and a loss last night. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Just misses with that one. Man at first, 1 away. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Over to second for 1. And that's 2. We move to the second in Milwaukee. No score. Top of the second. Here's a big power threat. Tommy Turnwall. Kershaw back to work. That pitch clips the outside corner, and it's 0-1.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Swings through that.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. He tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Stepping in, Gerald Kazarian. Breaking ball misses down and away. Ed Drummond behind the plate calling balls and strikes. Maybe one of the most respected umpires around the league.
He's not the kind of umpire that you're likely to notice back there. And that can be a huge compliment, really. So if you're just kind of quietly doing your job, staying consistent with your calls, hitters, pitchers, managers, even fans, they're all going to appreciate you. Ed Drummond, he's that kind of umpire.
And that's off the inside edge. And a count 2-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
One down, base is empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Scotty Rockwell at the plate and takes high there.
For whatever reasons, this is a hitter that performs better in night games. We'll see what he brings in this one.
Swing and a miss.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Flying drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. And that keeps the inning going.
I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Here's the rookie third baseman, Cesar Santiago. And that is in for a strike. 0-1.
That's a ball.
This one in the dirt. This to third. They take the force out. Third out, and that ends the frame. The A's strand one. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here in Milwaukee, we head to the bottom of the second. And now here is Chad Riley. And he hits a ground ball right side. Throws to first in time. And quickly one away in the second.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, Antoine Bradshaw.
And now, Antoine Bradshaw. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
Next offering is in for a strike.
That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
And now 1 and 2. There's a swing and a drive. That's back there. It's a bomb. A towering shot to center. His second of the year, and they grab the lead. It's 1-0.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Base is empty, one away. Now the third baseman, Doyle Ramirez. And there's the strike. One out, base is empty. Next offering is fouled back. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3.
Well, I love to see guys compete, and I know he's frustrated that he wasn't able to do anything with that pitch. You see it so well, but you have to respect the upper 90s velocity. Man, it is hard to catch up to.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. That one gets down for a hit, and that keeps the inning alive.
Batting it, the catcher,
Glenn Weber getting ready to hit. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Coming home. He'll score.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Loud contact, leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
And that one fouled off. Ball one low.
0-2 count. You got the opportunity to expand the zone. Could get the chase there. Let's see what he comes back with next.
That misses. 2-2. Weber stands at second with 2 gone. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Tosses to first. Inning over, and it could have been worse. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. We played 2 full. It's the Brewers 2 and the A's nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. And now here's the A's catcher, Nicholas Lawson. That one catches the zone. Strike one.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
That's a little bit low.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Just missed.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
Full count.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow left field. Calls it in, and there's one away.
The pitcher, Andreas Guzman.
So now here's the pitcher, Andreas Guzman. The pit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
The 0-2. Just off the inside edge.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Caught him looking for the K.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
And that is out of play. 2 out, space is empty. Close one, doesn't get the call, and it's 1-1.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
High fly ball out to left field. Bradshaw sizes this one up, brings it in for the 3rd out. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling.
Saucedo.
Right through there for a strike. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. Just off the inside corner. It's a ball and 2 strikes. That one just misses.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. And now the center fielder, Garrett Hirsch. He's 0 for 1. Hit on the ground to short. Winter slings it across, and 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd.
Now back, second baseman,
Robbie McNeil up now for the Brewers. He hit into a double play his first time up. McNeil in his rookie season hitting 3rd in the lineup, and he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 300 in his last 10 games.
1-1.
And ball 1. In the air, left field, Kazarian sizing this one up and makes the play, and that's out number 3. Start of the 4th. Now here is Lewis Winter. And the first offering a fastball for his strike.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. If you're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Good eye right there.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
This one chopped to first. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Now back, second baseman, DeAndre McDaniel.
Next up for the A's, DeAndre McDaniel. Flied to right his first time. And that's a little bit high. Ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. And
That's
another ball.
He hasn't wanted to challenge in both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
He was late there. Strike 1.
Well, he came right at him right there, challenged him with the 2-0 fastball. Not sure exactly what he was looking for, but got to imagine that's a confidence booster on the mound.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Safe at first. No play. We'll see how they score this. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Tommy Turnwall. Went down on strikes his first time through. Runner on the go. Pitch is low. Throw to second. He's safe.
You know, having a good lead is so key when you're stealing bases, even if you've got great speed. But if you don't have great speed but can get an extended lead and a good jump, you can steal bases on a catcher who can really throw it. That's a nice job right there.
McDaniel, the runner at second with 1 away. Runner on the go again. Pitch misses. To third. Tag, got him.
Well, I could see he had a big lead out there at second base, so it wasn't a shock when he took off. But trying to steal third right there, it's kind of risky, man. You're already in scoring position, so you've got to make sure that you can make it there safely. That wasn't the case.
That one misses, and now 3-0.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
That clips the corner. Chop to the left side. Zips it across, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. A's go quickly and quietly there. They trail things here 2-0. And we're back. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Chad Riley. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. That one pushed to the left and foul. Pitch misses there. 1-2 the count. Good job to fight that one off. Hit on the ground to short. Winter sends it across to first, and one gone to the 4th as they get the leadoff man.
I love how guys at this level are able to slow the game down, whether it's in the batter's box or on defense. And right there, that was a good job of knowing just how much time he had. We talk about that internal clock. He was able to gather himself, get a good grip, and make an accurate throw across the diamond.
At the plate, Antoine Bradshaw. That clips a corner.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Guzman winds and deals. Swinging a foul straight back. High fly ball out into left center field. Kazarian snags it for the second out.
Now batting, third baseman, Doyle.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the third baseman, Doyle Ramirez. Struck out swinging his first time. There's a strike. Next offering upstairs. The 1-1 is fouled off. Two outs. Stays alive. Oh, he doesn't get the call. 2-2. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Out to short. The throw to first, and that is that. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Kershaw back to work. And that one upstairs, ball one.
You know, these A's just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses.
Now a blast to left center, way back there, on its way, out of here. He circles the bases. It's his 6th home run of the season, and they're on the board. It's 2-1.
His confidence is through the roof with the way he's been swinging it lately. He's on a really good run. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Next to hit, Scotty Rockwell. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That one's in there. 0-1.
0-1.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Swings through that one out in front that time. Hand up as he asks for time at the plate. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. That one's upstairs, ball one. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in, and we're at the top of the 5th. And a ball evens the count. Missed inside with the curve. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk. Cesar Santiago up next for the A's. This is again 5 in a row. Nobody out. Runner at first. Check on the runner.
Safe.
The 1-0. Just missed.
Outside.
Close but called a ball. And now 3-0. Lawson in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Runner at first with no outs here. Pitch is in there. And the count is 3-1. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's going to have to buckle down right here.
Now the catcher up to hit, Nicholas Lawson. 0 for 1 with a flyout. That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 1.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
That's in there, and the count even 1-1.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
And the count 1-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Swing and a ball driven out to center. That one carrying. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Runner tags at second, and the throw's offline. Safe at third. Next up for the A's, Andreas Guzman. Struck out looking his first time.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam. In this situation, the batter's got to know what the pitcher's trying to do to him, and that's trying to get him to hit the ball on the ground, get 2 for 1. You got to look for something up in the zone. At worst case scenario, you deliver the sacrifice fly.
Runners are at the corners, 1 away. Right down to shoot. Now 2 balls and a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Well, in this situation with a runner on first, less than 2 outs, some say, hey, get the ground ball, double play with 2 strikes. Some people say get the strikeout. I think you just execute your pitch, make the best pitch you possibly can, and let the result be whatever it's going to be.
Rivera in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Two on, 1 out. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. And they're all loaded up.
Oh, that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
Emil Rivera will hit next. Golden opportunity right here. And he swings through that one.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
Line drive, and this might be trouble. One runs in. Another comes in to score. Coming home. Relay throw. It's offline, and he scores. And they lead by 2.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
And here comes the Brewers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Buster Kershaw will depart. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching.
The new pitcher in the game, Luther Schroer.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
One out, runner at second. Winter now at the plate. 0 for 2 in this one. Outside low, 1-0. Man at second. Right through there for a strike. Movement in Milwaukee's bullpen. John Fry preparing to come on if needed. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
2 strikes.
Time called.
Hang on. You got time.
The A's looking to add another. And there's a ball. Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. Swing and a ground ball to first. He's safe. And runners at the corners after the infield single.
If he would have had just a little quicker release going up the middle, he's maybe able to get that out right there. And that's the kind of play that defines the best shortstops between just the average ones.
2 on, 1 out. McDaniel, the next to hit, 1 for 2. And that's downstairs and outside.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
That one missing inside.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. That one outside. 3-0.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI guy at the plate. Runners in scoring position, and a hitter's count.
And that'll load the bases.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Turnwall digs in now. In the air, left field, down the line, and it's out of play, a foul ball. And he asks for time now. Chance to take a breath with the bases loaded. Rivera, the runner at third. Winter over at second. McDaniel at first. 1 gone. On the ground, right side. Base hit. 1 run is in. Here comes the throw. It's off the mark, and he scores. It's 6-2.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Runners in the corners here, 1 away. Kazarian getting ready to hit. He's already homered here in this one. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. And he asks for time before the 0-2 pitch. That misses. Now 1-2. Inside, and it hit him. And now the bases are loaded. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch. Next up for the A's, Scotty Rockwell. Ball 1 there. Still only 1 out here in the inning. And that drops in for a strike. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Well, he went inside a couple of times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
That one the other way. It drops in, gets away a little bit. 1 run is in. Now 2 runs score, and it's now a 6-run lead.
We don't see this a whole lot anymore where hitters with 2 strikes are willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that hole, I believe. very good at bat with 2 strikes.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Luther Schroer gives way, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. So the Brewers bring on a new pitcher from the pen, Heath Palmer.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
First and second, 1 out. Now the third baseman, Cesar Santiago. Check swing on the first pitch. Appeal down to first. And he went around. Ruled a swing. 1 out. Runners at first and second. Next offering upstairs. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Time called now. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, Boog, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click, and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Hirsch settles under it and makes the catch. And that is that. So they bat around and score 8 times to take the lead. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the A's 8 and the Brewers 2. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Up now for Milwaukee, Robert McGathick. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Brewers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
0-2.
That's down and in.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Here's a 2-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Gets a piece and stays alive. And misses inside.
Great take right there. Showed some really good discipline. Breaking ball coming in. You see it well, but don't trust that it's going to hang on for a strike. Nice job.
Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time. Here's the catcher, Glenn Weber. Doubled his first time. That one close, ruled a ball. And that is ball one. And strike one to the catcher.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
And it's fouled away. The Athletics up big in this one. Last half of inning number 5. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Kazarian settles underneath it, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's 2 down.
The pitcher, number 26.
The Brewers going with a pinch hitter, Johnny Jackson.
And for a pitcher, he can swing it a little bit, Boog.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. And a strike. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And that's in the dirt. Swing at a high fly ball right field. Rockwell makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Here comes a new arm for the Brewers, John Fry.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Guzman up to hit for the 3rd time as he lays off inside, ball 1. That one finds the zone, and a count 1-1. Swing and a miss, 98 on the gun.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Out to short, Saucedo zips it to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
The bat, the center fielder, Emil Rivera.
Back to the top of the lineup. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Emil Rivera. right through there for a strike.
Power relievers one after another coming out of the bullpen these days. Got to be ready for that first pitch heater.
Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Ellis Mendez appears to be getting loose. Cisneros also getting ready. One down, base is empty.
Hey! No balls, 2 strikes.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Man, how many times do you see 3 fastballs in an at bat like that? I'm sure once he got to 2 strikes, he was trying to stay back for something off speed and just not ready for that 3rd fastball.
2 down, base is empty. Lewis Winter up next for the A's. 1 for 3. First pitch misses. Way high.
No. Ball, that's out.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So it's a good take by him.
McDaniel in the on-deck circle for the A's. And that's low for ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
McDaniel in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Up the middle, and base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Next up for the A's, Tommy Turnwall. And a strike in there.
0-1's the count.
Two on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
2 outs. This to center field. Saucedo grabs it on the run. 2 left on. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the A's 8 and the Brewers 2. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. And there's a foul ball.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
The shortstop takes the ball. Right side, Rockwell sizes this one up, makes the grab, 1 down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Garrett.
Now at the plate, Garrett Hirsch. And first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Base is empty, one away here in the bottom of the sixth. And 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Just off the inside edge. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Lawson makes the grab. And there are 2 down.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Robbie McNeil up now for the Brewers. Just missed. Next offering is in for a strike.
1-1.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Has room, and he makes the catch. So they go quietly there. 7th inning coming up. It's the A's 8 and the Brewers 2. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Were we on script?
Never.
All right, Singy, you've tightened up the hairdo, but back when you played, how valuable was it to have a barber in the clubhouse?
Well, Boog, I'm going to say invaluable. That's how valuable that it was because I was the barber. Yes, I was the team barber, man. I'd be cutting hair 7:05 game. I'd be finishing cutting someone's hair at 6:45.
Whoa.
And I'd ask these guys, you're making millions of dollars. Why can't you go to a stylist and get your hair done? You're coming to the clubhouse pressuring me to cut your hair before a game.
So digging in, Scotty Rockwell. Fastball for a strike.
There it was. Oh, here it is. Hit it. He gets a take, gets ahead in the count.
The A's up big in this one. Here in the top half of inning number 7. In the air, out towards left center. Bradshaw makes the grab, 2 down.
Up next for the A's, the third baseman,
Cesar Santiago up next for the A's. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. McNeil hauls it in to end the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the A's 8 and the Brewers 2. Back here in Milwaukee, set for the last half of the 7th. And here's the first baseman, Chad Riley. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Next offering is in for a strike.
Boog, that hook's looking pretty sharp today. Just a solid pitching performance so far, and I really think it's because of that curveball.
And that skips in the dirt. And down on strikes. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. It's hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
Antoine Bradshaw will hit next. Right through there for a strike.
0-1's the count.
One down, base is empty. A sliding stop over to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
We saw a few skills on display there for the out. Technique was great, reaction time was there, and the slide was smooth. Watching that play come together was really fun.
So 2 down now, and here is Doyle Ramirez. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Kazarian brings it in, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Nicholas Lawson.
Fry back to work. Swing and a ball popped up. Saucedo. 1 away.
The pitcher, number 37, Andreas Guzman.
So up next, Andreas Guzman. So a pinch hitter in the pitcher spot, Darryl Nair. 1 out, the base is empty for him. And that's outside. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Next offering, popped in the air, right field. 2 down.
Up next for the A's.
2 outs, base is empty. Next to hit, Emil Rivera. And a base hit. And that extends the inning.
The batter, number 6, shortstop, Lewis.
Next up for the A's, Lewis Winter. And that one is inside. And another ball. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Ellis Mendez, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. Cisneros also throwing. Two outs.
Ball 3.
Squirts away a little bit. DeAndre McDaniel next to bat for the A's. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Well, just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Now a chance for DeAndre McDaniel. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
The next pitch misses, and the count is 1-2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss, struck him out. A's strand a couple. They lead at 8-2. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Barry Shipley.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Up now for Milwaukee, Robert McGathick. There's the strike, 95 of that one. Out towards left center. Rivera moving under it. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away.
Now batting, the catcher, Glenn Weber.
And here's the catcher, Glenn Weber. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. The Brewers with a lot of ground to make up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Next offering upstairs.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in. Not going to get him. He's in there. So now a pinch hitter, Isaiah Allman. He gets a chance with a runner in scoring position and 1 gone. First offering, and it just misses. And another ball.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
That one ripped. And it hits the fence. Run comes in from second, and it's 8-3.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
One out, runner at second. Saucedo, the next to hit. Hard hit left side. Tosses to first. 2 gone now.
Now batting the center fielder, Garrett Hirsch.
Garrett Hirsch up now for the Brewers. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Runner at second, 2 down. And that's
2
too
balls,
high.
1 strike.
That one fouled off. 2-2.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field knock.
High in the air, out to right. Rockwell. And the inning is over. Brewers pick up a run on this RBI double. It's now 8-3. It's Major League Baseball on the show. We're back. It's the top of the ninth. And there's a new pitcher on the mound, Adam Dennis.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
And now, Tommy Turnwall.
The first baseman, Tommy Turnwall.
And that one ripped to left. And that's just foul. Dennis, in his rookie season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a cutter, and he works in a slider. Fastball for a strike. Movement in the bullpen. Ellis Mendez, the rookie right-hander, is getting loose. Cisneros getting cranked up as well. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
You know, Boog, you often think a slider is more for that horizontal movement, but most of the good ones have both vertical depth and that horizontal movement, and that's what we saw right there. Good drop on the break and got him to swing over the top.
Kazarian stands in now, looks at that one inside. Next pitch, not close, up high. And fires in a fastball at 95. One down, base is empty. On the ground, right side. On the run, throw to first. On the money, nice play.
Well, I'm impressed with this guy's internal clock. He knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure his grip on the baseball, and make a strong, accurate throw.
Scotty Rockwell digs in now. And he pumps it a strike.
0-1's the count.
Two down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. Way out front for strike 2.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge, just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Next one is off the plate. Now 1-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And they'll do it again. And a 1-2 again. In the air out to center. Hirsch makes his way towards it. Makes the grab on the run. And that'll do it. Offense held in check there. Heart of the order. 3-4-5 will get their shot in the bottom of the ninth. It's the A's 8 and the Brewers 3. Last chance for the home team. Up now for Milwaukee, Robbie McNeil. Late swing, foul to the left.
Hey, 2. 0-2.
Struck him out looking.
2 strikes. Many times hitters looking out over the plate. When you're looking out over the plate, you're also going to let the ball travel a little bit longer. And a fastball zipped on the inside corner just locks you up.
Riley stands in now and watches strike 1. The Athletics leading by 5 here in the last half of inning number 9. Rivera settles underneath it. Hauls it in for the out.
Up next for the Brewers.
So they're down to their final out. Here's the left fielder, Antoine Bradshaw. He's already homered in this game. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. Here's the third baseman, Doyle Ramirez. 0 for 3, a fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. That one missed. Bradshaw leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Swings over the top of that one.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
After a couple of times through the order, this team really figured it out with the bats. A huge 5th inning, and that was all they really needed to get this victory today. Really nice job to pick up the W today.
8-3 the final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.